Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 178. Today is a little bit different because usually on Thursdays I go from 11:30 to 1:30, but I do not have any orientation and mobility lessons today. So I figured I would just go from the usual time and do a full 2 hours. So that is why we're starting at noon. And I hope everyone is happy and having a good day and ready to have some fun, talk about some news and some current events and everything. Before we start into that, I just want to take a minute to acknowledge and say that today is the anniversary of D-Day. 75 years ago today was the storming of the beaches of Normandy and the beginning of the liberation by the Allies. So let's just take a moment to remember that. It's always important to remember the important things in history and the importance of never forgetting. So now that that's acknowledged, let's say hello to chat. We've got Sir Adamantine, hello. Good morning and afternoon. We've got Seamus, hello. I'm late. No, I'm actually on time today. Nothing for you here, hello. Costin, greetings. Martin H, good morning. How are you? Let's see. Green Thunder, Phantom Madness, Rolling Bear. Let's see who else. Blake Hanley. Good morning to all of you. Hello, I'm so glad you're here. Now, I know that in yesterday during all of this crap going on with YouTube, I was talking about possibly moving over to Twitch, but the more I think about it, the more that I realize that I need to just stay where I am and just keep doing what I'm doing, and just work a little bit harder on providing good content. So that's why the stream is called Here in Spite of It All, because I'm not going anywhere, because the minute you abandon something that you were using and start complaining that it's not working without trying to do anything to you change things and work against the system, then you can't do anything to fix it. You can't do anything about it. So so I'm just gonna keep plugging away. I'm gonna keep just gonna keep bringing content to you guys. Going to work a bit more on getting audio recorded for videos. Just do better for you guys. That's all I can do, right? I think we should just batten down the hatches, hope the storm goes away, and just pray to the best electrician, Tesla. Love it, Green Thunder. YouTube has done it again, says the random internet box. Yep. Hello, Sora. YouTube has set themselves up for a massive lawsuit due to this. I don't doubt it. At the very least, they're in for big antitrust investigations. So, and what I've also decided to do is I'm going to set up, well, I'm going to with Pinkolo's help, because I tried making a basic coffee mug this morning on the Streamlabs merch store with just the hashtag coffee stream on it. And I couldn't do that even by myself. I could pick the product I wanted, but I couldn't move on to the design your product thing. So what I'm thinking of doing for the first product is just a mug with a small photo of my avatar and the hashtag coffee stream on it. So that I'll try and put out. I'll put that out as soon as I can. Don't batten down the hatches and hope this goes away. This was planned and preventable. This is going to get a lot worse. It is going to get a lot worse. And honestly, the reason I'm staying on here is so that I can fight the good fight, really. Because this is the only platform I can use fully, screen reader wise. So if I leave, I end up shooting myself in the foot in being able to bring you guys content. So I may as well just stay and try and resist and, do the best I can, right? So, because I'm not gonna knuckle under and leave, and stop doing this, because that's what they want, right? They want you to stop. They want you to go away, and I'm not going away. I know I'm a tiny ass channel. It doesn't really matter, but still, I'm going to stay, bring content, do what I can to make this an all right channel. Hello, thank you, new subscriber that my screen reader is butchering the name of, so I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. But hello, new person, thank you for subscribing. My screen reader has completely butchered your name. So, yeah. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy yourself. Let's see. What's chat saying? Is this about the Voxpocalypse? Yes. Oh, I'm not saying leave, not by any means, says Hawksdog. No, no, no. So guys, the best way you guys can support your favorite creators is share their stuff everywhere. Hello, Green Badger Outdoors. Share their stuff everywhere, far and wide. Of course, only if you are able. No creator wants you to bankrupt yourself, but if you are able, if they have Streamlabs or Patreon, it's the best way to support them, other than sharing their stuff, is through that. Especially right now when YouTube is demonetizing people right, left, and center. So I think that was everything I wanted to say about the Voxpocalypse. Now, before we get into the news, I wanted to see if anybody here had seen Dave Cullen's video this morning. Because holy balls, was it ever a big, big left turn from his usual stuff that he says. Gunfox says YouTube needs to watch what they do due to Google's investors, or they will get the full attention from Google's investors, and not very good things will happen to them. That's a good point. Hello. Crodo Nulfheim, I believe is how you pronounce it. Um, Godpill XD, but no, I haven't seen it. Yeah, no. So Colin put out a video this morning, basically saying rediscovering my faith, the path back to Christianity. It's a 22-minute video. I've seen about 15 minutes of it, I believe. And it's kind of crazy. Because his thesis in this video is that you cannot have you have to have religion because that is the only way you can get your morality and your sense of right and wrong, and that is the only way that human beings cannot tamper with their own human rights is to make them uh, divinely given. And that the left has attacked Christianity and the family unit so that you can um, basically have a controlled state. Um, it was kind of a crazy. I would say you need a certain amount of spirituality, but not exactly religion. I would agree with you on that. Nothing for you here. I myself would call myself an agnostic. I don't go full out atheist. I don't say that I'm a full out atheist. I don't say that I believe in a God. Um, I'm very much a, you know, I very much, believe in, what science has shown us, but I also think that, you know, I don't know what's out there. Do you know what I mean? Do I think that there is a God in heaven with, commandments and no. Do I think there's an afterlife? I don't know. Um it's it's I watched it. I disagree, but live and let live. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need religion for that, says Hog Silk. Religion has its place, sure, but you don't need it. It yeah. Um am godless, but Christianity is culturally important to the West, said Sir Adamantine. Yes. Cullen did have a good point because he said that there's a lot of legal systems and constitutions that are based in Christian religion, which is true, and it can be a good basis. But do I think that you need religion to be a moral person? No. Um, he was also very he I think he just can't get out of the political thing because he kept saying, the left, the left, the left. Like as in the left is the enemy of religion, basically the enemy of Christianity. And I was like, I don't think you should be politicizing religion. You and a lot of other people complain that Islam is not just a religion, that it's an ideology. And the more you say stuff like the left tries to destroy Christianity, the left, doesn't want Christianity because, individualism is bad. I think that it's very dangerous to politicize something like Christianity. I choose to laugh at religion and live and believe in the Lovecraftian gods, says Green Thunder. Oh, there you go. I'm a strong believer in proof, so show me proof and I'll say okay, says Phantom Madness. That makes sense. You need to remember Dave is Irish, says Hawk Silk. Religion is a big thing in Ireland. Yes, that is a very good point. Oh shit, I forgot about this, says Check Your Logic. No worries. I was too busy scrolling through D-Day videos. Well, that's an important thing to be scrolling through. It is the anniversary of D-Day. Cthulhu. That's what the altar boy said. So yeah, I just found Dave's video very interesting. From a psychological point of view, as well as just from, watching an atheist return to Christianity and his reasons for it. And I'm not gonna, stop watching him because he's doing this. Like that's silly. I just don't necessarily agree with why and his I don't agree with his thesis and why he's doing it, but I agree with his right to express it. Bow down, your God Emperor, for the United States Empire will set you on the right path to freedom and glory. Hail to the American Empire, says Gunfox. I will never be an American. I am Canadian. All right. Now that all of that's out of the way, I've got some stories for us all. And some of them are about YouTube, but I tried to pick a big variety of news so that, we wouldn't be stuck on the YouTube thing all stream. So, let's see here. YouTube ends monetization of conservative commentator Steven Crowder's channel after left outrage. And this is a Fox News article. So this is lap dated 9 hours ago. All right. Here we go.
An abrupt reversal amid an ongoing online firestorm. Link. YouTube announced Wednesday that it would block conservative commentator Steven Crowder from making any money on videos he uploaded to the site, following a torrent of outrage from left-wing groups about insulting remarks he made about a gay political personality working at Link. Vox. York. Period. YouTube, a Google subsidiary, claimed Crowder had engaged in a continued egregious actions that have harmed the broader community, but acknowledged that Crowder's videos did not violate our community guidelines. The company stopped short of banning Crowder and deleting his videos entirely, as many progressive groups and journalists demanded.
Okay, so they acknowledge that his videos don't violate terms of service, so why would you demonetize? Canada will join the American Empire and be dragged kicking and screaming to greatness. Fuck you! No, we won't. Burn your White House down again before that happens. God damn it. Anyway.
Crowder's demonetization, in turn, prompted conservatives to renew charges of large-scale censorship and hypocrisy against the big tech giant. Several right-leaning content creators, as well as nonpartisan journalists documenting hate speech, charged that YouTube was engaged in a broad purge Wednesday against their channels, which were not directly related to the Crowder dispute.
But they were engaged in a purge. Like a huge purge. History channels got taken down. Music video channels got taken down. Resistance is futile, says Green Badger. Shots fired, says Hawk Silk.
Vox is still going to be pissed. They're not going to be happy with this, Crowder said in a video posted to his Twitter account after learning about YouTube's action. Calling the situation a brewing apocalypse, Crowder has more than 3.7 million subscribers on YouTube. It's not a win, he continued, because their goal is to completely get rid of people. We're at a point in time right now where people can still have a voice, but a lot of people are going to lose their ability to lose revenue.
Yep. Because some few people are angry at what other people are saying, and they don't want people like Crowder and other people like him to have a voice. And it's really sad and kind of, well, not kind of, very scary. Like this is why when I say, I don't know if and when I hit, like, if I ever hit 1,000 subs, if I will want to monetize. Because I don't know if I want to give YouTube that money, because they're gonna make money off of me as well if I monetize. Part of me is like, well, if you don't monetize on YouTube, then you can't really say that you're trying to keep the platform going, because YouTube does make money from the monetization of its channels. And if more and more people just manually stop applying for monetization because they're angry at YouTube, then the platform's not going to be a viable platform. But on the other hand, I don't want to monetize because I'm like, well, why don't I get, like, I don't want to be punished for saying what I'm saying. Nothing for you here says, all I have to say about Canada is Justin Trudeau. Yeah, he'll be gone soon, though. Don't make me get the red coat out. Did Drunken Uncle get demonetized again? I don't know. I know Tailed Feature did. Like, his whole channel is demonetized. Sinatra's whole thing is demonetized. Hawksoak says solution, something like Streamlabs or Stream Elements. Yeah. The platform isn't viable now. It never has been. Yeah, nothing for you here has a good point. They said, no matter how big my channel gets, I won't monetize. It will give YT power over me it doesn't deserve. Yep. This is something YouTube has been planning on. This Mazda guy is just an excuse. Yeah. Let's see. Besides, I'm gonna unite the world under the first Terran Empire, says Costin. Bow before me now. I have 40 subs and don't ever have to worry about reaching 1,000, says Check Your Logic. They made it into the black for the first time last year, and now they're messing it up all again. Yep. Drunken or Bear was not demonetized. Yeah. I knew Bear wasn't. But I didn't know about Drunkle. let's see here. So yes, guys, now more importantly than ever, if you are able, please consider donating to the Streamlabs link in the description. And if any of your favorite creators have Streamlabs or Stream Elements, hopefully they've got it set up where it's easy for you guys to donate, because I think that might be the best way of supporting creators. So let's see what this article has to say now.
Their goal is to completely get rid of people. Steven Crowder. You are in a live stream Wednesday. In a live stream Wednesday afternoon, Crowder highlighted a series of unpunished hateful comments made by liberal commentators, including Stephen Colbert's reference to President Trump as Putin C. Callster, and Samantha Bee's mockery of Ivanka Trump as a feckless C.T.
Yep.
The episode began May 30th with a viral Twitter post by left-wing Vox personality Carlos Maza, which contained video montage of derogatory comments Crowder had made about Maza in the past 2 years. In the various clips, Crowder variously refers to Maza as an angry little queer, a gay Mexican, and Mr. Lispy Queer from Vox. You are currently—
That's not derogatory. That's being made fun of. That's oh my god. But he has a thick skin, you guys. This Carlos dude, he totally has a thick skin.
Maza, an openly gay partisan activist, has himself previously used aggressive language on social media. Milkshake them all, he wrote May 21st, referring to right-wing activists. Humiliate them at every turn. Make them dread public organizing.
Yeah, that is more insightful, and not insightful as in, oh, that's very intelligent. I mean insightful as in inciting. That is way more damn gays, am I right, Sister Adamantin? Yeah, well, you would know, sir. So this is that language is a lot more close to inciting violence than what Crowder was saying. Good coffee.
Link. Carlos Maza. Script link. Link. So,
oh, here's
I
the
have
Twitter.
pretty thick skin when it comes to online harassment, but something has been really bothering me.
You have pretty thick skin when it comes to online harassment, huh?
Link. Carlos Maza. Link. Since I started working at Vox, Stephen Crowder has been making video after video debunking strike through. Every single video has included repeated, overt attacks on my sexual orientation and ethnicity. Here's a sample. You are currently on a text—
and then it's got the video.
Link. On Tuesday, YouTube initially responded to Maza's complaint with a statement explaining it would take no action. Our team spent the last few days conducting an in-depth review of the videos flagged to us, and while we found language that was clearly hurtful, the videos as posted don't violate our policies, YouTube wrote at the time. As an open platform, it's crucial for us to allow everyone from creators to journalists to late-night TV hosts to express their opinions in the scope of our policies. Opinions can be deeply offensive, but if they don't violate our policies, they'll remain on our site.
Which is what it should do. It should have been left at that. That should have been all she wrote. Yeah, I know. Link. Sorry, guys. So, let's see here.
The company added, even if a video remains on our site, it doesn't mean we endorse/support that viewpoint. There are other aspects of the channel that we're still evaluating. We'll be in touch with any further updates.
Again, should have just been left just like that. There was no need for any further freaking out and carrying on and whining.
In a response to an inquiry from the tech blog Gizmodo later Tuesday, YouTube elaborated on its reasoning. Gizmodo published the comments even though YouTube's media relations department had indicated they were provided on background, meaning not for direct quotation.
Interesting. So YouTube media relation was like, okay, so we're just telling you this stuff for background information. This is not for publishing stuff. And media was like, fuck it. We're just gonna spread all that information out. Oh boy.
Link. Play media and link. Link.
God damn it. Stupid links. Here, let's just plug this in here and all right, here we go. I've skipped over most of the links I've skipped over the unnecessary links.
In videos flagged to YouTube, Crowder has not instructed his viewers to harass Massa on YouTube or any other platform, and the main point of these videos was not to harass or threaten, but rather to respond to the opinion, YouTube said. According to Gizmodo, there is certain behavior that is never okay, that includes encouraging viewers to harass others online and offline, or revealing non-public personal information, doxing. None of Massa's personal information was ever revealed in content uploaded by Crowder and flagged to our teams for review.
See? Crowder didn't do anything wrong. What? Drunken Uncle will likely be demonetized because he's way less tame than others who have been demonetized, and he has been demonetized before. That's true. Wikipedia snippet. I never saw such a links. Because Crowder man bad. Yep. Let's see. RBA, good afternoon. Hello. All right.
YouTube's reasoning prompted a slew of criticism from progressives and members of the media. An article in the Washington Post was headlined, "A right-wing YouTuber hurled racist, homophobic taunts at a gay reporter. The company did nothing." Crowder, on Thursday, said a Post attempted to contact him by emailing his merchandising email account, not his press account, just 1 hour before publication.
Wow, that's dishonest. Emailing his merch account instead of the press account. That's why are journalists so lazy now? Like, it used to be that journalists were thought of as dogged, unshakable, stubborn, tenacious, and now they're just this is the one email I found, and I don't know. I'll just email that one. I'm not even gonna bother seeing if he has any other addresses that I could use to reach him. Like, oh. Monkey indicated on Monkey in the Morning that he expects or fears to be monetized. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He does expect it. It sucks. It's scary. It's a scary thing.
Link. Trump admin announced on Twitter. Massa wrote, "I don't know what to say." Link. At YouTube. Has decided not to punish Crowder after he spent 2 years harassing me for being gay and Latino. I don't know what to say. You are currently
He
on a
wasn't harassing you, though, for being gay and Latino. I don't... people are stupid. People are very stupid.
Link. Image. Google. Heading level 4. Link. Google reportedly pushed a new report from Breitbart claims the search term abortion was added to a
Oh, this is a
blacklist.
different fucking article. Sorry about that. So that's the end of that article. I need another sip of coffee. So yeah, this Carlos, what's his face, Maza, is absolutely ridiculous. This is, ugh. Oh, they've buried, Jesus Christ, they've buried a story. They've buried the rest of the story in under random half stories. Okay.
Meanwhile, Crowder pointed out that Mazza has repeatedly referred to himself as a queer. At the same time, Crowder acknowledged the concerns and vowed to work to improve. In the video, he argued, "Did I ever offhandedly use the term lesbi queer? I really don't remember it, but it sounds like me. Why? Because you speak with a lisp and you refer to yourself as a queer. It's funny, and this is a comedy show."
Exactly.
But on Wednesday, YouTube apparently changed its mind about Crowder. Update on our continued review. We have suspended this channel's monetization, YouTube wrote, adding that Crowder would have to make fundamental changes to the entire channel if he wanted the decision reversed. "We came to this decision because a pattern of egregious actions has harmed the broader community and is against our YouTube partner program policies."
It's harmed the only entity who harmed the broader community was you, YouTube. You and Carlos Maza, not Crowder. Nobody else but you guys harmed the community as a whole. No worries. Thank you for dropping by, Phantom. Have a good day. Why? Because it's the coffee stream. Let's see here. They want to make Crowder clam up. Yep. They want to make us all clam up. They don't want us to talk. Because we're saying stuff that they don't like.
Link. Carlos Maza, screen name.
Oh my god, more Twitter. Okay, guys, we all know what's going on with this. Do you mind if we move on to the next story? Because this article is being buried under tweets, and yeah. Let's see here. If someone calls you gay, it's not because they're homophobic, it's because it gets under your skin and they know it. Exactly. Exactly. Please, says RVA. Yeah. Okay. So in Maine, bill to legalize assisted suicide goes to governor. Interesting. So I found this in Discord from Gunfox. So let's read. Let's read this. Let's read this article here. This is from June 4th, so from Tuesday. All right, here we go.
Augusta, Maine, AP, the Maine legislature voted Tuesday to legalize assisted suicide, with supporters declaring it in line with the state's tradition of individualism and opponents insisting the practice tempts fate. The bill now goes to Democratic Governor Janet Mills, who has 10 days to act on the bill and has not indicated whether she will let it become law. Her office said she has not yet taken a position.
Okay, so we have an indecisive governor. That's not a good thing. At all. Oh, bye, Sora. Hey, I'm in Maine, says Wikipedia snippet. Oh. Amazon wants to have Twitch better than YouTube. Well, Twitch is kind of a crappy platform.
The proposal had failed once in a statewide vote and at least 7 previous times in the legislature. If Mills signs it, Maine would join 7 other states, including New Jersey this year, and Washington, D.C., with similar laws, according to the Death with Dignity National Center and the Death with Dignity Political Fund.
And Canada also has made assisted suicide legal. You need to be obviously mentally competent to make that decision. And it's, it's not easy to get done, but it can be done now legally. in Canada. So
Maine's bill would allow doctors to prescribe terminally ill people a fatal dose of medication. The bill declares that obtaining or administering life-ending medication is not suicide under state law. Still, it effectively legalizes it. The proposal passed the Democratic-led state Senate 1916 on Tuesday after lawmakers recounted the last days of their own loved ones. The Democratic-led House had approved it Monday by the narrowest of margins, 73-72.
oh wow.
Maine has the oldest average state population, but as in other states, the proposal has exposed divisions regardless of party line. I hope you will come down on the side of the terminally ill, people who don't seem to be asking for too much, the right to choose their own end-of-life care, said Republican Senator Mary Ann Moore, a supporter who pointed to the bill's pages of protections for terminally ill patients. Critics argue that doctors can make mistakes and that the bill could have unintended consequences. Republican Senator Scott Serway said he has had relatives live 4 years longer than expected after being told they had a few months to live.
That's true. That's very true. But what if they don't want to live for years longer? What if they're done?
There's several instances like that where hope is everything, he said. If we go and take this hope away, that's what we're doing when we push this button. You're
not taking hope away, you're providing people with an option. Legalizing assisted suicide does not mean that everyone must die that way. It just means that that is now a choice that is available.
The bill's Democratic sponsor said the latest language addresses criticism of past efforts that have failed in Maine. The legislation defines terminal disease as an incurable and irreversible disease that has been medically confirmed and will, within reasonable medical judgment, produce death within 6 months.
That makes sense.
The bill requires a second opinion by a consulting physician, along with 1 written and 2 verbal requests. A patient making an initial verbal request must wait 15 days before signing a written request, and then wait another 48 hours for the writing of a prescription for life-ending medication.
See, that's a good fail-safe. You've got to do two verbal. Was it 2 verbal and 1 written, or 1 verbal and 2 written? Let's see.
The legislation defines terminal. The bill requires a second opinion by a consulting physician, along with 1 written and 2 verbal requests.
1 written, 2 verbal. Okay.
A patient making an initial verbal request must wait 15 days before signing a written request, and then wait another 48 hours for the writing of a prescription for life-ending medication. A person's request for life-ending medication couldn't affect insurance rates or be a condition in a will or contract. Maine would criminalize coercing someone to request life-ending medication, as well as forging a request for life-ending medication without the person's knowledge.
Well, I would hope so.
Physicians would screen patients for conditions that could impair judgment, such as depression. Physicians must then send patients with such a condition for evaluation and treatment by a state-licensed mental health professional, who could allow the patient to receive life-ending medication only after deciding the patient's judgment isn't impaired by such a disorder.
And that's another good thing. They're working in tandem with psychiatrists to make sure that people who say I want to die aren't mentally ill.
Third-party AdCom. An individual healthcare provider may choose not to participate in providing medication to end a qualified patient's life, but if the patient requests the medical records be provided to another healthcare provider, the records must be transferred. You are current.
And that's another good. I like this bill. I'm not gonna lie. I like this bill. People who have survived suicide attempts and are no longer suicidal will tell you that they regretted it as soon as they attempted it. See, I think there's a difference between suicide when you are mentally. Yeah, I would say that it's as Addie just said, I think it's different from depression versus terminal illness. If you know that you have stage 4 cancer, and despite going through all the chemo and the radiation and all that crap, you are going to die. I think that you have a right to say, listen, inject me with something. I just want to go to sleep. If you are suffering from depression and you're like 25 years old, I don't think you should be looking for assisted suicide. I think you should be looking for counseling, therapy, possibly medication, doing some more exercising. There are a lot of things, but like I said, if you are terminally ill, I think that that is a reasonable thing. I have just received a Streamlabs donation, so let us go and check out from whom that was and see if they have left a message. All right. Dashboard. Yes, please. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Faster, faster, faster. There it goes. Rápido, rápido. Ándale, ándale. Okay, come on. All right, here we go. We have a $5 donation from Martin saying, "Hi, BP, you're awesome." Why, thank you, my friend. As are you. All right. Here we go with the rest of this article.
At least 18 states considered such legislation this year, including pending bills in such states as Delaware, Kansas, Iowa, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New York, and Rhode Island.
That's a lot of states. And some of them the states that I wouldn't have expected, like Kansas. It's not murder in every state and certainly not worldwide. That's true. Assisted suicide is murder. Patients always have the option to reject treatment or to accept different treatments, such as for pain meds. But is it murder if you ask for it? If you are the one that when you ask, when you the patient ask for it, are you is the doctor murdering you? If it's, especially if it's legal. I don't think that if you are mentally competent and you are don't want to suffer, I would humbly suggest that it is not murder. I would suggest that in a legal situation, if assisted suicide or assisted death, as it's called in Canada now, is legal, and a doctor helps, I don't think that's murder. If it's if it's in a place where it's illegal, and if it's also not done humanely, that's the other thing. Is a lot of this assisted death is done in a humane way. In my opinion, says Costin, it's wrong. You know what, dude? I totally respect that. I definitely totally respect that opinion. I know that, for example, if I were, say 80 or 85, and I was told that I had stage 4 cancer. And that I was going to, if I was going to die within 6 months, I'd be like, "You know what? I've been alive for 85 years." Um, I would like to end my life without suffering. I think that's okay. Gunfox says blind pressed, but this is a very slippery slope, and if you're not careful, you could just have people saying, "I don't want to die," or "I want to die today," and then just sign a paper and just die without any second thoughts. You know what? That is also a worry. Um, and Weiner says suicide is also immoral for Catholics and many other devout religions of the world. That's true. So let's see here.
In 1997, Oregon became the first state to provide an end-of-life option. California's law went into effect in 2016. Complimentary. Third party app trending on AP News.
Oh, and that's the end of that article. So I guess Oregon was the first state in 1997 to allow for assisted death. So let's see here. But what's not to say that they can't change it? That's true. So this next one, son of murdered woman tries to attack suspected killer in Michigan courtroom. Don't blame him. This is by Louis Cassiano of Fox News. The subheading is the son was taken into custody. Oh, of course he was. Because, he's grieving and not thinking straight. Wait a second, BP, were you thinking of leaving us? I was considering going over to Twitch. No. I was thinking of heading over to Twitch, but I'm not going to. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm still here in spite of everything, all the YouTube shit. I'm still here. I ain't leaving. That's why the stream title is what it is. So no worries. Twitch has such delays. Yeah. The other thing about Twitch is I can't use it at all on Safari. I have to use it on Chrome. I cannot find any go live button on the computer. I got confused with the suicide talk. I don't blame you, dude. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. It's so the way that Twitch works is I don't think I'd be able to use it, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna stay here. All right. So here we go with this story.
Capital A. Link. Michigan. Man accused of. Link. Fatally shooting. His wife was nearly attacked by her son during a Monday court appearance. Oshawn Flowers, 46, is charged with open murder, which means that prosecutors could charge him with either first-degree murder, second-degree murder, or manslaughter in the death of Jamie Thomas Flowers at their Muskegon Heights home last month.
Open murder. So they don't know whether he planned to do it or not. So they want open murder so they can pick which degree of let's see. I will say my internet sucks too badly for me to watch stuff on Twitch. Yeah. Still here in spite of it all. Yep. I arrived at a weird moment, perhaps. That makes sense. let's see. Here, in spite of it all, like BP had suicidal triggers or something. Oh, yeah, no. No worries about that. I just happened to find some assisted suicide stories in the Discord, and that title is in reference to the whole YouTube crap. All right.
Prosecutors say Flowers kicked in the door to the home on the morning of May 19th and shot Thomas Flowers 4 times at close range. Flowers, who turned himself into police later that night, has previous felony convictions, including one for assault with a dangerous weapon.
Awesome.
Frame. Link. In a courtroom video obtained by the link. mlib.com. Link. mlib.com. London Thomas Flowers' son, appears to leap from his seat, run across the room and jump a barrier to attack Flowers, who was in the jury box speaking with his public defender. Vaughn Flowers, 46, is charged. Vaughn link. Click here to get the Fox News. Thomas was quickly subdued by court officers and arrested. He appeared in court the next day, where he was held in contempt and barred from future proceedings in the case. You are currently on a text element.
All right, so he wasn't like charged or anything. Well, he was charged with contempt of court, and now he's not allowed to go into any he's not allowed to go into any other court cases regarding this. Kicked in the door and it wasn't planned. Yeah, I know, right? So we've got what was I saying here? We have a guy who kicked in the door, shot his wife 4 times. If I was the son, I'd want to kill him too. He's probably been an abusive piece of crap for a long time. So the son got charged with contempt of court. So, but at least he didn't get charged with assault or anything like that. Because that would just be BP. Do I know Blind Girl stream? Yeah, why? That sounds like first degree to me. Yep.
The hearing was adjourned following the attempted attack and has been rescheduled for June 17th. Link. Sponsored story.
And that's the end of that story. So, son is not allowed to watch the proceedings anymore. And hopefully guy gets treated or convicted of first degree murder. What other stories do I have for you? Hey, that rhymes. Okay, here's the other assisted suicide story about New Jersey. Let's see here. But hey, if open murder holds him without bail, cool with me. That's a good point. I like that. I like that point. That's a very good point. So New Jersey clears first hurdle to make assisted suicide legal. Opposition calls hearing a charade. Of course they do. Let's see here. Come on. I want the story to start from the beginning. Thank you. All right, here we go. Here we go. So this subheading says Dr. T. Brian Collister opposes New Jersey's Aid in Dying for the Terminally Ill Act, which would allow for adult residents to obtain a prescription for life-ending drugs if the doctor has determined they have 6 months to live. That's not a subheading. That's part of the story. Sorry.
DRT Brian Collister opposes New Jersey's Aid in Dying for the Terminally Ill Act, which would allow adult residents to obtain a prescription for life-ending drugs if a doctor has determined they have 6 months or less to live. However, the Senate Health, Human Services and Senior Citizens Committee voted 6-3 in favor of the bill Thursday. DRT Brian Collister. New Jersey's legislators cleared the latest hurdle in a bid to legalize assisted suicide, reports say. Link. New Jerseycom reported Thursday that the Senate Health, Human Services and Senior Citizens Committee voted 6-3 in favor of the You are currently link Aid in Dying for the Terminally Ill Act, which would allow adult residents to obtain a prescription for life-ending drugs if a doctor has determined they have 6 months or less to live.
Okay, so you have to be an adult. You have to be terminally ill. You have to only have at the most 6 months to live left. I think those are reasonable stipulations. Open the profile floodgates. Too many old people in New Jersey anyway. Takes me too long to get to the beach. That's awesome. 6 months or fewer, yes. Google how many LTCs or AKA long-term care centers or nursing homes are in NJ. They aren't going to allow that shit ever. NJ is going to allow 3 assisteds a decade. Watch. All right, here we go.
An opponent of the bill, DRT Brian Collister, told Fox News via email, "I thought the hearing was highly irregular. They did not allow many if not most of the people who oppose the bill who signed in hours ahead a chance to speak. As an example, there were 6 high influential physicians there with me in opposition to the bill, including the medical ethics director from Columbia University, and only 2 were able to speak, 1 New Jersey physician and myself."
Okay. How many of the pro-assisted death people were allowed to speak? Propofol.
He added, "It seemed very irregular, really a charade of a hearing with the outcome apparently a foregone conclusion. You are currently on a text element. Link. New Mexico abortion bill called. The news outlet reported that the bill must pass both houses of the legislature and be signed into law by Democratic Governor Phil Murphy."
Okay. Just like every bill in every state, you got to go through both houses and get it signed.
"If it does pass, my experience has been that most physicians and pharmacists, even if they were tacitly for it, want nothing to do with actually participating in assisting with suicide," Collister told Fox News via email.
Now, that's a good, interesting point. How many doctors and pharmacists are going to actually be willing to prescribe that medication? That's a very good question.
Collister said his participation at the hearing was in hopes of educating legislators about the perverse incentives and negative unintended consequences that physician-assisted suicide carries with it. You are
Okay, what unintended consequences?
Assisted suicide has been referred to as death with dignity or medical aid in dying, but Collister told Fox News he refuses to use such candy-coated phrases, "as I consider both labels disingenuous." You are currently.
But how are they disingenuous? If somebody is asking you to kill them and you're a doctor, isn't that death with dignity or assisted dying? Like, what?
New Jerseycom reported that as of now, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Vermont, Washington and Washington, D.C. have enacted right-to-die laws. Montana's right to die was established under a court ruling, which provides physicians a legal defense or immunity from prosecution.
Okay.
Link. Click here to get the link. to get state legislators to vote no on the bill, noting in a statement, in the states that have passed assisted suicide bills, California, Vermont, and Oregon, insurance companies have denied individuals health care coverage but offered them low-cost drugs to end their life. You are currently.
Mm.
Opponents say these laws lack safeguards to protect against abuse.
That is a good point. And I will even stipulate that you need to write in stipulations for abuse. You need to don't want to die, move to Oregon or Sweden as soon as you receive a terminal diagnosis. That's true. Let's see. So yeah, that's the other assisted suicide story. Let's switch over to the next one here. Oh, we still have 5 stories left. That's good. I thought we were getting down to like 2. I was getting worried. I'm like, Jesus, it's only 1:05 and I only have 2 stories left. Nope, I have 5. Okay. I am no longer worried. Here we go. Let's see. Trump, other leaders mark D-Day 75th anniversary in Normandy. So yes, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, it is the 75th anniversary of the D-Day and the storming of Normandy. All right, here we go.
Link. President Trump. Link. President Trump paid stirring homage Thursday to the brave Allied fighters who stood in the fires of hell to help turn the tide of. Link. World War II. Speaking at the edge of Omaha Beach in Normandy, France, where thousands of men stormed the shore 75 years ago in a relentless onslaught that was both a suicide mission and a historic triumph of good over evil.
Yep.
The speech, in which Trump and the First Lady joined leaders from Britain, Canada, France, and Germany to pay homage to the troops who turned the tide of the war, capped a somber day and a string of events commemorating the legendary battle in which Allied soldiers and sailors overcame impossible odds and made unimaginable sacrifices.
They did. They really, really did this mission. Everybody knew that basically this was a suicide mission, but it was a necessary one. Oh, I know. I've got 5 more open Gunfox in tabs that I've picked. I know I have way more than 5. Let's see. You think dying by or do you think dying battling an agonizing illness is hard? Imagine going through that and have a legal battle to die in pain as well as a legal battle. Oh yeah, doing the legal battle for your right to die in pain. Yeah. Let's see. Hardly any of these were words. Hardly any of the veterans are in these countries. If we don't honor and recognize their heroism, no one will. That's true. Did my family take part in the war? My great-grandfather signed up, but they said that I think it was that he had flat feet, and I think he also had something else. And they said that he wasn't physically able to serve. He was actually devastated that he was unable to serve. My family did not. I do not think serve in World War II. However, I do have family now that serves in the Canadian Air Force, and they served in Afghanistan, and did a bunch of stuff in the 90s as well. So I do have family that have served in the military, just not in the war. Both my grandfathers did, says Gunfox. One was a tank commander and one was an airboat medic. Okay. Airborne medic. Okay. Hi, Zombie Teddy. Let's see. Oh, USF veteran here, 1990 to 1994. We all serve in spirit. Yep. Not sure how to feel about this.
Today we remember those who fell and we honor all who fought right here in Normandy. They won back this ground for civilization, Trump said. To more than 170 veterans of the Second World War who join us today, you are among the very greatest Americans who will ever live, he added. You are the pride of our nation. You are the glory of our republic. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Link. Full text, President Trump's speech at 75th D-Day anniversary in Normandy.
Oh, the full speech. No, we're not going to read that.
U.S. President Donald Trump talks to a U.S. war veteran during a ceremony to mark the 75th anniversary.
Oh, that's a picture.
US
Sorry.
Trump link. Trump, who was joined by French President Emmanuel Macron, lauded the courage of Allied soldiers and recounted stories of heroism from the epic battle, in which 4,414 Allied troops, including 2,501 Americans, were killed. One of the U.S. veterans who attended the ceremony, Ray Lambert, was a 23-year-old medic at the time and would go on to win 3 Purple Hearts and write a book. Link. Every man a hero. In defeat, about his role in the event.
That's cool.
In defeating that evil, they left a legacy that will last forever, Trump said, concluding the somber speech. To the men who sit behind me, your example will never grow old. Your legend will never die. The blood that they spilled, the tears that they shed, the lives that they gave, the sacrifice that they made, did not just win a battle. It did not just win a war. They won the survival of our civilization.
He's not wrong. I mean, I know he didn't write that speech, but it's not wrong. That was World War II was a very very hard fought and he's really not wrong at all. Let's see. Navy veteran 1984 to 2006 from RVA. Gunfox says US Army veteran, November 2002 to September 2014. Damn medical discharge, he says Gunfox. Granddad was a World War II vet. I would have done 20 years. Oh, wow. Dad was a Vietnam vet. Wow. It runs in your family, RVA. So yeah, Trump actually went and gave a fairly good speech at Omaha Beach. And I know this is a Fox News story, so that's probably why there's not any Trump bashing, but I hope I don't see any Trump bashing over this speech, because it was a pretty good speech.
Link. D-Day Deception, how Fan Udo Hartung from Frankfurt, Germany, a World War II reenactor, holds the U.S. flag as he stands at dawn on Omaha Beach, in Normandy, France on Thursday.
Oh, it's a picture of a war reenactor.
May God bless our great veterans. May God bless our allies. May God bless the heroes of D-Day. And may God bless America, French President Emmanuel Macron spoke before Trump, to the sound of wartime American songs and military music. He addressed the crowd in French, paying a heartfelt tribute to the American and Allied soldiers who helped liberate France.
I would hope so.
Macron, who spoke before Trump, told the audience, "Today France has not forgotten to those who we owe a right to freedom."
Are you sure? Are you sure about that, France? It's a goat man. Yeah, so yeah, are you sure about that, Macron?
Macron then switched to English, addressing the veterans in the audience. "We know what we owe to you veterans, our freedom. On behalf of my nation, I just want to say, thank you." Floral tributes are placed at the National Guard Monument Memorial as members of the United States Army Europe Band and Chorus play in the background near Omaha Beach, in Normandy, France. In a Twitter message early Thursday, President Trump seemed to be looking forward to the day's events. "Heading over to Normandy to celebrate some of the bravest that ever lived. We are eternally grateful," the president wrote.
Well, yeah, that's a good thing. That doesn't mean he's excited. It just means that he's glad to be there. Let's see.
The message included a Defense Department video featuring remembrances of some veterans who participated in the D-Day invasion. Link. Brett Baer, D-Day. French President Emmanuel Macron, right, greets veterans during a ceremony.
Oh, another picture.
Earlier, the president tweeted an excerpt from his D-Day remarks. "They did not know if they would survive the hour," the president wrote. "They did not know if they would grow old, but they knew that America had to prevail. Their cause was this nation, and generations yet unborn."
See, again, I know he didn't write that speech, but that's a good speech. Regardless of whether you like Trump or not, that's a good, somber, respectful, respectable speech.
Remembrances will continue to take place throughout the day. Trump will deliver a speech later Thursday at the Normandy American Cemetery and Memorial, where more than 9,000 American military dead are buried. Link image. Heading level 4. Link.
Oh, and that's the end of that article. So that's that. Little bit of a mention of the anniversary of D-Day, because you can't not mention that. That's not cool. You gotta mention D-Day on the anniversary of D-Day. So let's see here, guys. We've got next story here. Celebrity DNA to be sold to parents to customize their own children. Yes, you did hear that correctly. Just so you know. Just so you know. That was not a stutter. That's a thing. Futurologist. Get the futurologist. I want you to hear this for yourself.
Futurologist Dr. Ian Pearson believes parents will one day be able to choose from a massive library of potential offspring.
Futurologist. Futurologist. Where do people come up with these things? Hell freezes over as Jim Acosta and Joe Scarborough praise Trump's D-Day speech. Oh, wow. Armskiller says, this is going to end well. Yeah, I know, right? So let's see.
Swift _ the ex-cybernetics engineer contends we will be able to insert chosen DNA into an egg to modify attributes including athleticism and good looks.
Okay, you're a cyberneticist. Go back to cybernetics. Do not talk about biology. You clearly have no idea what you're talking about. Designer children. Yes, Maniac Man. Exactly. Exactly.
But astonishingly, he theorizes that celebrity DNA may be bought for parents to tailor the looks of their own offspring.
Isn't that what he just said? Tailor the looks of the offspring?
This would mean parents could attempt to give their son the link, hunky facial features of actor Ryan Gosling. Or the spellbinding, you are link, beauty of pop singer Beyonce.
But, okay, but if you're giving your kids people's DNA, aren't you giving them... The Trump speech was heartwarming. Yeah. But aren't you giving your child the potential risks along with this person's DNA? How are people picking just the genes that affect your looks and not the genes that affect, if I'm going to use Beyonce here. You're going to give Beyonce's DNA to somebody. Yeah, won't exactly be your own offspring. That's another point from Green Badger Outdoors. But you're going to give your kids, there are certain illnesses that are more likely to happen among certain subsets of populations. Like you've got, for Black people, sickle cell anemia is very, very popular. You get, if you have, Jewish DNA, then there's Tay-Sachs. Why are we using celebrity DNA? Why not Einstein or Tesla? Sounds fishy to use this tech. Yeah, nothing for you here. That's a good point. Why are we only using sexy people's DNA and not intelligent people's DNA? Designer Barbies, yeah. But yeah, why not use the DNA of intelligent people?
Period. Promoted story. You are currently...
Is that the end?
Safari busy. Busy.
Link. Fuck you,
Latest.
Safari.
Link. Dr. Pearson told Daily Star Online, by 2050 this should be possible, the main barrier being regulation.
The main barrier being regulation? What about the main barrier being, how do you isolate just the part of the DNA that controls appearance without incorporating some other unknown variable into someone's makeup, into their genetic makeup? How on earth? We do not have that technology yet. There's no possible way that we have that technology yet. And even by 2050, I doubt that we would.
Busy.
Oh, come on, Safari.
Busy.
Come on.
So busy.
Okay,
Cram.
I guess the story's over.
Celebrity DNA to be sold to parents to customize their own children. Image. Stars, the looks of related articles. Safari busy.
Yeah.
Busy. Close tab. Link.
So that's the end of that article. Let's find the next one that we've got here. Will the EU kill video streaming? Oh, this is from the Wall Street Journal. Are they going to make me fucking... Yep, it will. Of particular concern is Article 17, which limits the use of protected content. Yeah, that's a Wall Street Journal article. I can't read it. Did anyone else notice how WSJ is just SJW, just mixed up? Does that anyone else find that interesting? Okay. Next one. So here's this one. Here's one more about YouTube. It says YouTube revokes ads from Steven Crowder until he stops linking to his homophobic T-shirts. So we've got this one, and then we've got one more, and I think I have a story in my Twitter DMs that I missed yesterday. So we'll read that. And I think that'll take us till 2 because we're at 1 hour and 25 minutes. So we've got 35 minutes left to go. So we're doing pretty good. WSJ equals what social justice? Yeah, that's true. The same reason as to why this is a bad idea is the same reason why incest is bad. I would agree, Armskiller. Let's see. I'd be more okay with using somebody like Shaq's DNA. At least he's an athlete. And then Nothing For You Here continues on to say, we should use this for improving strength, intelligence, creativity, and so on. Looks shouldn't matter. Looks should not be the first thing that you're trying to fix. Socialism is for figs. Yep. Exactly. All right, here we go. Here is the story.
YouTube has stopped conservative pundit Steven Crowder from running ads on his YouTube channel after a tweet thread from Vox host Carlos Maza. Link outlines several instances of Crowder using homophobic language. YouTube's decision to suspend monetization comes just 1 day after the company Link stated it wouldn't remove Crowder's channel. Period. Disclosure: Vox is a publication of Vox Media, which also owns The Verge.
Oh yeah, because this is a Verge article.
The restriction isn't permanent, though. YouTube said Crowder's monetization could be restored if he Link addresses all of the issues with his channel. According to a recent tweet, that link includes removing links to a store where he sells shirts.
So he's not allowed. So he can either be monetized by YouTube or sell his merch. Not both.
That includes slogans like "Socialism is for fags." Maza previously criticized YouTube's decision to just demonetize Crowder's channel, arguing that demonetization is insufficient and basically all political content gets demonetized.
No, it says socialism is for figs, but that's okay. That's fine.
YouTube's support team said the company came to this decision because a pattern of egregious actions has harmed the broader community and is against our YouTube partner program policies after further investigation of Crowder's channel. For now, Crowder's videos are no longer eligible for ads through YouTube's AdSense network. Often, demonetization means content from the channel won't be recommended either. The Verge has reached out to YouTube for more information about additional measures being taken. The link, policy YouTube, is citing for the new actions was link introduced in February 2018. After creator link Logan Paul uploaded a video of a dead body, which led to global condemnation and advertisers threatening to pause ad spending. The policy states.
Way to play that down. Logan Paul went into the suicide forest and filmed somebody who had killed themselves. Not just say like, and they're just like, Logan Paul put a video of a dead body up. No, he put a video of somebody who had killed themselves in the suicide forest up. And everybody knows if you go to Japan, that is like, they don't want you in there. So not only did he film a dead body, but he filmed himself being incredibly disrespectful to another fucking country. Figs. Socialism is for figs, for fuck's sakes. Says Nothing For You Here. Yeah, I know. Socialism is for figs. Nothing wrong with that. Exactly.
When one creator does something particularly blatant, like conducts a heinous prank where people are traumatized, promotes violence or hate toward a group, demonstrates cruelty, or sensationalizes the pain of others in an attempt to gain views or subscribers, it can cause lasting damage to the community, including viewers, creators, and the outside world. Massa previously accused Crowder of violating YouTube's harassment policies. Link, which state that content that is deliberately posted in order to humiliate someone, content that makes hurtful and negative personal comments/videos about another person, and content that incites others to harass or threaten individuals on or off YouTube is prohibited. YouTube responded yesterday in a 4-part Twitter thread, stating that while we found language that was clearly hurtful, the videos as posted don't violate our policies.
But they
You are
don't.
currently on a text element.
They don't violate the policies. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that.
The decision led to many YouTube creators, reporters, critics, and others condemning YouTube's decision to not act on its own policies. Massa. You are link, told The Verge over DM. You are currently on a link. To click this, that YouTube's response confirmed what many YouTube creators previously thought, that YouTube's anti-harassment policies are bullshit. You are currently on a text element. Their fake policies meant to trick advertisers into believing YouTube actually cares about policing what happens on its platform, Massa said. YouTube's decision to suspend monetization also coincides with new measures being introduced to link, tackle hate speech on the platform. Yep. The new policy will lead to the removal of thousands of channels, as well as the suspension of ads on channels that repeatedly brush up against our hate speech policies. Crowder's demonetization doesn't appear to be related to those updates. However, with YouTube pointing instead to an older policy about making the platform look bad. You are currently...
Oh, please. You want us to believe that Crowder's not being suspended because of those updates? Go fuck off. Crowder's apology video is priceless. It really is. It's great. I am still surprised that Logan Paul still has a channel. You know what? I am too. Well, YouTube gave these bad people free advertising. Yep. People change our rules retroactively just to have an excuse to ban you. Yep. Team YouTube. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Team YouTube has lost sight of what it takes to run a successful platform.
Update June 5th, 3.
So that's the end of that article. We've got one more that I've pulled from Discord. And then I've got a Twitter. I think I've got one in my Twitter DMs too. So let's see. Pelosi tells Dems she wants to see Trump in prison. Because that's going to happen.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi told senior Democrats that she'd like to see President Donald Trump in prison as she clashed with House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler in a meeting on Tuesday night over whether to launch impeachment proceedings.
Over what? What are you going to impeach him for?
Pelosi met with Nadler, DNY, and several other top Democrats who are aggressively pursuing investigations against the president, according to multiple sources. Nadler and other committee leaders have been embroiled in a behind-the-scenes turf battle for weeks over ownership of the Democrats' sprawling investigation into Trump.
Yes, because the Democrats are eating themselves because they cannot stick together and get anything done. Here's how you run a successful platform, says Nothing For You Here. Let people post whatever they want and direct the proper authorities to those breaking the law. Problem solved. I know, but that makes sense. Nothing For You Here. That's why that doesn't happen. That makes too much sense.
Advertisement. Nadler pressed Pelosi to allow his committee to launch an impeachment inquiry against Trump, the second such request he's made in recent weeks, only to be rebuffed by the California Democrat and other senior leaders. Pelosi stood firm, reiterating that she isn't open to the idea of impeaching Trump at this time. I don't want to see him impeached. I want to see him in prison, Pelosi said, according to multiple Democratic sources familiar with the meeting. Instead of impeachment, Pelosi still prefers to see Trump defeated at the ballot box and then prosecuted for his alleged crimes, according to the sources. You are currently.
What is okay? So now so the source familiar with the matter has gotten a team together, and it's now sources familiar with the matter. Is that what's going on now? We've got sources familiar with the matter. It's a bunch of guys now. Everybody's familiar with the matter. I know I'm consistently logical. It's a curse, really. Says nothing for you here. Check your logic says I want to see Pelosi in prison. I think a lot of us do. Didn't hear anyone, or didn't they complain when Trump said something very similar about Hillary? Wanted to see her in prison? Yes, in fact, they did. Because the Democrats are a bunch of hypocrites.
They said she was expressing solidarity with pro-impeachment Democrats who want to hold the president accountable while disputing the idea that it is now time to take that step. Pelosi has long argued that certain conditions must be met before Democrats begin impeachment: public support and strong bipartisan backing, neither of which have so far materialized.
Because Trump is not doing anything worthy of impeachment. Hashtag lock her up. Yeah, I know, right? Maddie! You're here at least.
Complimentary. Compliment heading level 2. Politico Playbook newsletter.
Oh, I think that's the end of that article. So I've got one more in my Twitter DMs that I was going to read yesterday and I forgot. So let me just open up my Twitter and I'll get that story. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, this is a story that I found while I was just reading Twitter yesterday, or yesterday morning, I think. Let's see here. It's from Ottawa, from the Ottawa Citizen. So, Ottawa woman apologizes for kidnapping and torturing men in recreational violence. Recreational violence. I have no idea what that is. I mean, did Trump have private info on a did classified info on a private server that was hacked by Russian agents? Or hacked numerous times by Russia and other nations? No, I don't think he did. The difference is there is actually evidence of Clinton committing crimes. Yes, there is. All right. Come on. Load. Load, damn you. There we go. This is from the Ottawa Citizen. Laura Brohaney is her name, is the author. Oh, no. Yes. Laura Brohaney is the accused woman. Okay.
Laura Brohaney has finally apologized for her week-long trail of gratuitous violence that terrorized and later haunted 3 men.
Oh, wow. It's just a week-long tirade of violence against 3 guys. Recreational violence? Martial arts and self-defense? Please tell me she's under arrest and behind bars. Well, let's find out together, shall we? MMA, boxing, etc. could be considered recreational violence. Yeah, that's what I think of when I hear of recreational violence. I don't think of like a week-long torture spree. That's not exactly what I think of.
Her first victim, a 25-year-old man with autism, was kidnapped from his home in September 2014 after a violent home invasion. He was bound, gagged and beaten. Brahani and her crew looted the place, swiping computer gear, a TV, collectible coins, a safe and even the vacuum cleaner.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Hey, get that TV! Get the computers! Get the safe! Why, what a lovely Dyson this family has! You know, I've really wanted one, but they're so expensive. Fancy them having one. Let's take that too. We're not gonna hawk that though. We're gonna keep that for our home use. The vacuum cleaner? Oh my god.
They kept the victim hunched over in a dog crate for more than 24 hours in Brahani's basement. He was denied access to the washroom, and they scrubbed his skin with a wire barbecue brush, then poured gasoline and bleach on his fresh wounds.
Oh my god.
Her first victim.
Why?
They kept Brahani, 29, beat him so badly she messed up her knuckles. She took a picture of her knuckles and sent it to a friend, saying it happened from beating someone.
The fuck is wrong with you? Them Dysons are expensive, you know, says all you need. Yes, they are. Sounds like toxic femininity to me. Agreed.
When ransom demands failed, his captors drove him to the woods, where he was choked unconscious and left for dead. But the young man came around and made it out of the woods into the safety of a nearby home. He had injuries all over his body, was muddy and wearing only underwear.
Wow. And this guy was autistic on top of all of this. Come on. Hey, Safari, wake
busy.
up.
Busy. For this and other terrible crimes. Brahani, when ransom demands for this and other terrible crimes. Brahani has now expressed remorse publicly for the first time in a handwritten letter that will be filed in court as part of her dangerous offender hearing, held to see whether she should be sentenced to an indeterminate term to protect the public.
Oh, she doesn't have remorse. She doesn't have remorse. She just doesn't want to be declared a dangerous offender and left in prison forever.
I would like to apologize. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just want everyone to know that I am truly sorry, Brahani wrote.
Uh-huh.
She said she wishes she could take back that awful week in 2014, but she can't.
Of course. You know, you don't wish. You just don't want to be a dangerous offender. You just don't. That's exactly what this is. She doesn't want to be labeled a dangerous offender. Because if you're labeled a dangerous offender, then you don't get parole. Your sentence is your sentence. The moment they said the guy came to, I had a mini celebration. Agreed. Thank God for idiots taking pictures of themselves committing crimes. Makes it easier for the cops, says the demo man. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. Yeah, she's sorry she got caught. Exactly, Maddie. Exactly. Unless I missed something. What? Oh no, you didn't miss something. He came around.
At her dangerous offender hearing on Tuesday, Assistant Crown Attorney Matthew Deaton Miller told Ontario Court Justice Hugh Fraser that Brahani should be branded a dangerous offender for fear of future crimes, and noted that she's shown a clear pattern of shocking, extreme violence and can't restrain herself.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Safari. Jesus Christ.
Busy. Busy. Busy.
I hate Safari sometimes. I really do. Safari has just decided that it's done. She needs to be locked up, says Gunfox. I would agree. For life, says Gunfox. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Apparently, Safari is. Oh. Here we go. It's working again.
The prosecutor noted Brahani's lack of remorse and highlighted diagnoses of antisocial personality disorder and psychopathic traits.
Yeah.
Safari busy.
Holy fuck, Safari. I am going to lose my shit in a second. I've been telling people for years, cops have a special word for pictures and videos. They call it evidence. This is all you need. Yup.
Brahani enjoyed the violence, Tejan Miller said. Safari but
Okay. It was recreational violence, the prosecutor told the court. Yeah. Okay, Ottawa Citizen, your website sucks. Just so you know. Your website is terrible. Your website is shit. So we've got 15 minutes left, guys. So, what shall we do? Let's do 15 minutes of chat time. That's what we'll do. The last 15 minutes are for you guys. Let's see. Oh, I've got something cool to share with you guys, and it's a small victory, but hey, when you're blind, it's the little things. So I had to sign something this morning, just before Pink Hollow left for work. So he put he gave me the pen, put the tip of the pen, like showed me where to start signing. And I didn't have, because they do have what are called signature guides that you can put on paper and follow, but I don't use them because I find that when I try, they slide everywhere. And so I just went really, really slowly and wrote my signature down and ended up writing it completely straight and completely like right above the line where it's supposed to be. And Pinkala's like, hey, wow, that's like one of your best signatures yet. And I'm like, yay! It's seriously, it's the small things. Signing your name properly and legibly, finding the place that you just learned without forgetting and getting lost. It's all celebratory stuff. New video uploading now, says Maddie. Awesome. Nothing for you here, says, why are so many people in the Democratic Party above the law, but with Trump, the most above board president in memory is not? You know what? That's a good question. That is a super good question, because like I don't know what Trump did to make people so angry with him other than tell it like it is, but he did. And everyone hates him for some reason. I don't understand. Yay, says Maddie. Yes, thank you. I I can totally understand that with someone with ADD, it's a big deal if I can get through everything on my to-do list for the day. Yeah, I can imagine. I suck at I suck at getting motivated and getting shit done. It's kind of depressing, really. Trump got elected. That's what made them angry at him. Yeah, you know what? That's a fair assessment. Trump beat Hillary in an election rigged in her favor. Simple as that. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Um, it's something that is just it's sad to see how childish the left is now. Trump upset everyone by running against Saint H. Clinton and winning. Yep. He ran and won when it was her turn. Yep. The problem is not Trump. The problem is that Trump is not a Democrat. True. Very true. Because he wanted to run as an independent, I believe, at first, and then realized he had to kind of pick a party. But the right is also childish. Yes, it is. The far right and like the extreme right is just as crazy as the extreme left. Absolutely. And the amount of people in the center that are getting accused of being alt right is just absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary. Um, yeah, it's craziness. It's absolute craziness. All right, what's next in chat here? All right, let's see. We have 8 minutes left. No, I was mocking the people but who were using whataboutisms, which I've seen leftists do far more often. You know what? You're not wrong. There's a lot of whataboutery coming from the left. You have an argument and they go, "Oh, well, what about this?" You're like, "So? Could you answer my question, please?" All right. Hey, I made it, says High Rate. Yes, you did. Yeah, centrism is highly trashed, says Check Your Logic. It is, sadly. Even moderate leftists like Drunkle get accused of being far right. Yeah, they do. Let's see. I know fam stuff. Trump is a business Democrat, or an NY business Democrat. He's not a flower power commie, or yeah, Antifa commie. Yeah, that's true. He's probably a lot more Democratic than Republican. But Junkel is a moderate leftist? Yeah, I would say so. Well, no, not a moderate leftist, but he's a moderate conservative. he's not he's definitely not far right. Same with Irate Bear. He's not a far right, uh, not a far right guy. Oh my goodness. I am stiff as hell. Let's see what else is in chat here. By English standards? Maybe. I'm having Drunkle on ice cream in a few weeks. Awesome! That is awesome. Drunkle is cool. I like Drunkle. Drunkle makes me laugh. I wish I could get him on for the coffee stream, but he's working when I stream. So, unfortunately, I can't get him on. I'm stiff too, with a smirking of face emoji. So tomorrow, we've got Brit Gamer Girl coming on. That should be fun. We'll just have some gamer talk and nerdy stuff. Junkle can make you laugh when you're having a bad day. Yep, that's true. Let's see. According to Check Your Logic says, according to the SJWs, there are three versions of the right: the alt-right, the far right, and the right side of history. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Drunkle is a true liberal. Bear likes that fence post, and Snoots is more of a center-right libertarian. Yeah, I would agree with that. Let's see here. So yeah, so yes, I've decided my first merch thing that I'm gonna get is it's an 11-ounce coffee mug off the Streamlabs thing, and I'm gonna get a picture of my avatar on it with the hashtag coffee stream underneath, or maybe on the other side. I'll see how much they will run for when I design it and everything, but I think that's the first thing I'm gonna set up. The other thing, like some things I'm gonna do for merch are like some of the fuck ups that I've said on stream, like some of the things that have become lore. I need to find somebody who can draw me a proximity badger. Oh, Pincalo says, well, this is going to be a fun day. The 401 is completely shut down all the way to Toronto. I get to take the most back-ass the most back-ass country ways. Wow. Country-ass ways. Fun. Merch idea, the blind guy trek-inspired sunglasses would be cool. Oh, Jordy inspired sunglasses. Yeah, I need to get a proximity badger so that I can make a proximity badgers shirt or hat or something like that. But I definitely want to start with a coffee mug because it's the coffee stream, right? So, afternoon. You came just in time to say hi bye. um Isn't my avatar from Resident Evil? No, actually. My avatar, Pinkalo drew or made actually. We used to play a game called EVE Online. Um and Pinkalo made my character in because they had a very extensive character creator. Um and he made my character look exactly the way that it looks. Um and uh that is my avatar that we've used for EVE Online. Um, Obviously the eyes are white because that the reason the eyes are white are to signify blindness. Um, so yeah, no, that avatar is completely like ours. It's nobody else's. Next, you need to commission some coffee stream coffee. Haha. To me, it always looked like someone from Resident Evil. Oh, okay. Damn, says Jolly Rogers Billwater. Oh, oh no, I'm not going to downtown Toronto. I'm going to hold that and go first thing tomorrow morning. What I'm laughing at is I'm still have to go to Mississauga, which is still really bad. At least it's not downtown Toronto, though. Guide Dog T-shirt misbehaving would be cool too. That's true. Oh, let's see. The blindness I caught on too. Let's see. Yeah, EVE Online. Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, EVE Online was a really fun game to play back in the day. So, guys, on that fun note, I hope you enjoyed the 2 hours that you've spent today with me. Um, it's been fun. I always have fun when streaming for you guys. Join Brit Gamer Girl and I tomorrow at noon Eastern, 11 Central, and 5 p.m. GMT for those of you joining us in Britain. Also, join us for the Star Trek stream on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. We're going to be doing a big mega stream about the last half of season 7 of Deep Space Nine because it is all one story. So be sure to catch that and the blind and the special of course, as always, on Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys have a really good day. Enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see everyone tomorrow afternoon. Have an amazing day, you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.